So, today we're trying something new with the video, and I'm actually going to include myself. It's been key to the channel. When I do these Halo map breakdowns, I usually don't show myself or anyone else really, but I was like, hey, might as well. We're getting hype for Infinite. I want to show the hype, so why not? Today, I want to look at one of the most, I believe, underappreciated vanilla maps in Halo 3, and that's Foundry. Yes, I know as a Forge map, it's amazing. It's incredible. It is one of the best maps to ever come out in Halo history, but the actual map is always known to be a Forge map. Actual Foundry does not get the love it deserves. That's what I want to do today. We're going to go over it, talk some pros and cons, and just give my general consensus of what I think about the map. If you look in the back, I know this is important to point out. That is a Kachow 95 CRT that I play Melee with. If you play Melee, hit me up. I'm trying to play some net play, so let me know. With all that out of the way, let's go into Foundry. Alright, so we're in the wonderful map of Foundry. I'll be honest, the more and more I play this map in matchmaking on MCC, the more it really pisses me off. The problem with this map, I think this is why a lot of people kind of undersell it and don't really appreciate the map itself other than its Forge stuff. It's so one-sided. And if you've played like any Halo, you know any map that is kind of like that. I've seen that a lot with High Ground. You can argue either the top or bottom side are better. I think base side is a lot better than bottom side, but that's just me. This backside, where snipers spawn, 2 snipers and rockets spawn, best part of the map. If you get 2 people cycling between both sides, and what I mean by that is you have 2 people A, 2 people B, and you guys are just kind of watching everything, watching the spawns. It's hell, because you can block the 2 spawns that are right here. These are both spawns as well, which I assume when Bungie originally designed the map was to prevent people from just camping the back and hogging power weapons, but if you play any ranked, you know it's just gonna be not fun when that happens. Let's actually look at the map. So, from a design standpoint, Foundry is pretty symmetrical with minor deviations on each side. We have our B side and our A side. Typically, players spawn right over here. You have our A and B spawns. And most of the times you'll see players rush the power drain. Why this has become a norm, I'm not really sure. Power drain isn't that great as opposed to just rushing out for the power weapons, but I guess I can understand early kills, you know, kind of set the pace and momentum for the rest of the game. I get it. So I always found it strange, but you know, I don't know. I'm not a professional, I'm not a game designer, I don't get it. Anyways, we have our B sign and A sign, appropriately named B and A side. The difference with B side is we actually have, I like to call this like fusion coil pit or this coils, B coils, whatever you prefer. And on A side we don't have this. As you can see, it's kind of just an open lot. We have a truck over there, which I guess is kind of cool. Doesn't really do too much. We do have snipers on both sides. We have our B sniper right over yonder. We have a grav lift in the middle, which grav lift can actually be very powerful on this map. It's a very underutilized piece of equipment in Halo 3, but it definitely, I think in Foundry, shines the most. We have our A sniper, which I think getting the A snipe is definitely way easier, but I think A side is better than B side. The B side does have some cool cover options, and something that is crazy, and this is weird because I've been playing Halo 3 since it came out. Been playing Halo for, what, now 20 years? What, 2001 it came out? And to this day, I'm shocked that players don't know how to get up this without either jumping to, let's say, the B dumpster, or jumping from here, or jumping from rockets. I actually found this out, that people don't know about this, recently when I was playing matchmaking. Is, you know, we're doing callouts and everything, and I was like, hey, you know, jump up to rockets, and my guy was here, went all the way around. So you can jump right on here, which I think this was intentional. This is not like a secret jump or anything. and boom, you're it's like I just did a magic trick to some people. That's something I was shocked that people did not know about. So yeah, if you're playing Foundry and you want to make some sort of, different movement approaches, please use this. It's such an easy way to get to rockets. As I said, snipers spawn on the opposite sides. We have our rockets that spawn in right in the middle, typically how rockets usually do. Now, as I said, I believe A side has the most advantageous view of the map. You have the entire B spawn, which is ridiculous. You have half of A spawn, but A spawn, they have very limited options to escape. So if you're on A side, you're set. Whereas B, yes, similar to them, A side doesn't have options to, if they do get past you, sniping them or shooting them when they initially spawn, they can kind of escape different routes. But having the open view from the start is incredibly overpowered. A cool thing you can do, now this isn't practical matchmaking, is take the grab lift up, and I sometimes miss it. Hence why I said not practical. Now, I know, if you're like bopping another team, by all means, you can do this, you'll get a few tries, but you can get like a whole overview of the map. Now, imagine you're in ranked, you have sniper rifle, boom, look at all this. The entire map is at your fingertips. Other than that, yeah, Foundry is definitely one of the more obscure maps. It's known for being a different map, if that makes sense. It's not known for being itself. It's known for being someone else. But, with all that said, Foundry isn't horrible, but it's not that great. As I began the map breakdown, I mentioned that it's a very one-sided map, and the more and more I've played ranked on it, it becomes more clear, and I can see why people don't really like Foundry like that. But that about wraps it up today. I think my next map, we're going to look at a Halo 2 map, so definitely check that out. And if you haven't already, feel free to sub to the channel. I am a Zelda enthusiast, so if you know what the Majora's Mask is, voila, here it is. But I'll see everyone in the next video.